My name's Simon Yearwood, and I'm living in Finland now, in the south of Finland, a place called Tamasari. My main role and job at the moment is to sort of set our classes in Finland and work with other people to bring open floor to Finland. I really fell in love with open floor, so I didn't want to marry anyone else, you know, that was my sort of feeling. I felt so sort of passionate and moved by dance, especially the depth I could go to on an open floor movement practice, the emotional landscape that it opened up for me. I thought, wow, everything I've done on my own personal life I can bring into practice and teach from my own heart. An open floor really spoke to me. It was very clear. I've been looking for something like this to do for a long time. I had this inspiration to try to help people find out what their major definite purpose is through art and motion and creativity. Dance was such a brilliant way of doing a lot of this that it became clear that I wanted to be able to use teaching to help people find a way of being able to have relationships in a fully present, embodied way. Dance actually gave me a real structure and open floor to feel the depth of what it feels like to be a human being, you know, with humility and feeling and being okay just to turn up all the time and know it's all right, and take a lot of the puzzle out of it. I love the personal exploration work that we can do in some of these workshops. I may go with an intention. I've had perhaps a difficult moment or some sadness in my life. You know, I mean, not so long ago, my father passed away, and I took the opportunity to want to move that, because I knew that when I move and I just let this thing happen, come into my consciousness, you know, then with the music I can start to put some movement in it and just let it happen. And if I am really in the present and not in my mind, and it doesn't always happen, then what can happen is it can just develop and my body wants to move, and I can go into the flow, and then I'm letting go, and it just develops and drives me, and if the music's there and it's something I love, then it's like painting, you know, a Monet or a Mona Lisa at high speed, you know, and then looking at it afterwards saying, wow, you know, like to me it's just everything just happens, you know, you're just throwing yourself into this, and I don't necessarily know where it's going either. I can start with something and then feel the movement and the joy, and for me open floor, it really speaks very much on the emotional landscape. It's moving and letting things just appear, and it's just so therapeutic, the feeling of just not being too scared of it, just letting it grow and letting it be until the point that they're really, I'm not sure, it's just there, it's just, and suddenly everything I may have felt or any resistance about is just moving, and it's either gone or it dissolves or whatever. I mean, that's so I could put on a track from Pink Floyd or something and I can get into my space, and what better way, you know, I could rather play a few minutes of Pink Floyd than $100 an hour for a therapist any day. I mean, I'm not a therapist, nothing against therapists, but you know, like it's my therapy, you know. I love the people who I meet. So for me, it's like a family. I know it's like a beautiful person who I want to see and I'm in love with, you know. It's like going there and I'll see, and I don't know what's going to happen, and I'll have my conversations and I'll do my things, and I get a lot of joy and happiness, and also I can know that I have something really a solid ground to stand on in my life. You know, it's not just not just something I do on a Friday afternoon. It's with me all the time, and I love the structure of it, and I love the way it just keeps opening up more and more, beauty in my life and other people's. I love seeing on the dance floor people being transformed. But one of the areas that's been really important to me in my own life is helping people in recovery from various sort of addictions, and I really would like to be able to offer that as a special work area where I can help people handle their emotions and that kind of part of sort of early recovery. So that's what I really like to give away to a certain group of people who move me a lot, and kind of feel emotional about this now. Yeah, that's my sort of sharing my heart's desire, and I just love to give classes and be able to teach the things that have really been important to me about, love and connection, and helping people to find whatever they need to find, because when I teach and when I do classes, it helps me to find the same thing. It's they have it, I have it. It's not sort of like not that I really have anything. I just turn up and try and do it, and that's so I just love it.